Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Antonia and I've just finished my second year of medical school in the UK. If all goes to plan, this should be a university results reaction video. Basically, I sat my exams at the end of June. It's currently let's double check. Yep, it's currently the 9th of July as I'm filming this intro bit, and yeah, my results come out in 2 days. I am working it, but I really enjoy watching like uni reaction videos with results and stuff, so I just thought I would film one as well. So yeah, my results come out in UK time. They're supposed to come out between like 2 and 4. That's how they came out last year, but we don't actually know what time they'll come out. But I live in Canada on the west coast, so I'm actually 8 hours behind. So in theory, on the 11th of July, I should wake up to my results as opposed to having to wait for my results, which is kind of nice, but I just want them now. I'm really nervous, which is why I'm filming this now, because I know that on the day, I know that I'm just going to want to open it as soon as possible. So if I get this bit filmed now, then I can actually film a half decent intro and you guys can have some context to what is actually going on. So at my med school, in order to pass second year and progress to third year, you have to pass a certain number of things. These things are a research project, your OSCE, which is just a history and examination exam, your e-portfolio, your hospital placement as well. So we had 6 weeks of hospital placement, and they need to make sure that you actually attended the majority, if not all, of your placement, and some reflective pieces as well. And then obviously you have to pass your exams. So I've actually received my results for pretty much everything except for my exams, just because if I didn't pass them, I would have an opportunity to kind of resit them or redo them. And to God be the glory, I've actually passed all those components, so I'm literally just waiting on my exam results. This year of medical school has been really stressful. I think a lot of people, in fact every person I've spoken to about medical school, has always said to me that the second year is the worst year of med school, and I didn't believe it until I was in it. And honestly, obviously I only have 1 year of medical school to compare it to, so it'd be interesting to see if I thought that as I progressed throughout the years that second year is still the hardest. But this year has definitely been really hard. I feel like there's just been so much information and it's been really interesting, but it's just there's so much information, so it's really hard to take it in. But I think I will be doing a second year of medical school experience video, because I just want to kind of sit in front of a camera and just talk about it, because it needs to be talked about. It was a hard year. Yeah. So how did I actually feel about the papers? So we don't do modules really. We're tested via 2 papers. So the first paper is about applied first year knowledge. So basically it tests you on the basics that you learn in first year, like anatomy, physiology, etc. But they try and put some of it into a bit of a clinical context. And then the second paper is split into kind of 3 parts, I guess. One part is about drugs and ethics and professionalism. One part we get a journal, a public health journal. 2 weeks before our exam, we annotate it, we go through it by ourselves or with our friends, and then we get a clean copy of it in the exam, and we actually just answer a couple of questions on that. And then the rest of it is just like second year stuff, so pathophysiology and pathology. So that's a breakdown of exams content wise. In terms of how I actually felt about the exams, the first paper was definitely difficult. So I feel like the first paper was a good test. I personally found it quite challenging in parts, but then some parts were okay as well. And I came out of it thinking, okay, I probably made some silly mistakes, but hopefully by God's grace, it's a pass. However, the second paper was crazy. I don't even, I have never felt so stupid in an exam before. And obviously it's a medical school exam. Like even any uni exam is going to be harder than what you've done at GCSE, A-level, blah, blah, blah. But this exam was just crazy. I felt like, even though I had done revision, I felt like my revision had all been for nothing. And it was kind of demoralizing, I can't lie. Yeah, I don't know. I think the general gist from my year group was that everyone found it kind of the same. So I'm hoping that maybe the pass mark is lowered a little bit. That'd be really nice. And yeah, so I just wanna pass medical school, or at least my medical school and other medical schools I've heard of in the UK kind of classify their marks and set pass marks a bit differently to other degrees. So on most courses it's 40 to 49 as a third, 50 to 59 is a 2-2, 60 to 69 is a 2-1, and then the first is 70% and above. But for medicine and for my friends at other medical schools, the pass mark is changed from year to year. So one year a pass mark for a paper might be 55%, let's say, and then another year it can be 65%. So our pass marks generally tend to hang around between 55-ish to 65-ish, I'd say, which is scary again. This is one of the reasons why I'm kind of nervous for the second paper, especially because it's I don't know. It was just one of those papers that I didn't feel good coming out of. I felt that I could have done better, obviously, but then I felt that it wasn't quite representative of what we had learnt. But yeah, like I said, I'm filming this 2 days before I get my results. So the next clip should hopefully be me opening my results on camera and you guys seeing my reaction to them. Fingers crossed, really, because that second paper was wild. Hey guys, so it's currently, I think, 6:23 on the 11th of July. Sorry for the terrible lighting, but because we're 8 hours behind the UK, like, my results have just come out now, so it's gonna open them. Feeling pretty nervous, but I passed. Oh my god, God is so good. God is so good. That's what we doing, baby. All glory goes to God. You know what it is. Sorry, my sister is like dancing over here as well. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna go and tell my parents.